Hello, I'm Jalisa Ambrose. This is your Newsbeat News Break. President Barack Obama says America will stand tall with its French allies. From the ice to the baseball field now. If you couldn't get enough of the Cubs' historic season, you can now have a piece of it for your home. It announced it will begin drawing up plans for a new student center, which would be completed by fall 2018. The holiday, known as the Festival of Lights or Feast of Dedication, lasts for 8 days. Mazel. Well, the Pope touched many hearts during a visit to the United States in September. One of them was a 1-year-old girl who was battling a brain tumor. Now to weather, it is going to be a soggy and wet week. Newsbeat's Tara has a sneak peek at what to expect. Tonight we're going to have some rain and the low is going to be 57 degrees, so make sure you bring out an umbrella if you have any night plans. The massive hunt continues for suspected Paris attack mastermind Salah Abdeslam, who is now Brussels' most wanted man. Puma is being sued by a New York City designer after allegedly stealing their logo design. Robert Lopez of Les Brand is suing the company, claiming the logo was under his trademark. As the violence in Paris unfolded, many of us watched in horror from our homes. But one Columbia College student grabbed his backpack and passport and headed right into the chaos. That's right, guys. Chirac, Spike Lee's latest film, is said to be one of his most controversial yet. It takes a satirical approach to highlighting Chicago gun violence. The film is set in present-day Chicago and follows Lysistrata, a beautiful woman who was the girlfriend of Chirac, a rapper and gangbanger played by Nick Cannon. With an ongoing deadly feud between the Trojan and Spartan gangs, Lysistrata devises a plan to stop the bloodshed. She rallies all the women in her community to go on a sex strike until the men put their guns down. The numbers continue to rise. Every day is a new statistic. 6 killed, 35 injured, 14 people were shot in 15 hours on Monday. The question that seems to be on most Chicagoans' mind is, why?
Why are you mad? What's going on? Why are you mad? And for what? For what?
Most of the shootings are gang-related and are typically confined to specific areas of the city on the south and west sides. However, many of the victims are not the intended targets. Passerbys and innocent bystanders are usually caught in the crossfire. Samantha Hollis's cousin was critically injured in a shooting in the back of the Yards neighborhood that claimed the life of an 11-month-old baby.
And she has kids, you know what I mean? And she simply walked across the street like you and I would do once we depart here, and she was shot. And the bullet missed her heart by that much.
Mayor Rahm Emanuel plans to put over 300 officers into the affected areas to combat the gun violence. Some feel that this will only make the conditions worse.
I told the mayor personally, we don't want more of his police. Rules without relationship breeds rebellion. There has to be an empowering of the demographic of the community and a reaching out.
I'm tired of it affecting me, and I'm tired of it affecting mothers, and I'm tired of it affecting our whole entire culture as a whole, and it needs to stop.
Chirac, the title alone a statement. A star-studded cast coming together to bring awareness to a hot-button issue. Critics have said that Chirac is one of the most debatable films of the year. Here at the Waldorf Astoria, director Spike Lee weighs in on that controversy.
The truth is the truth. This Chicago is the murder capital of the United States of America.
Lee says the film is a satire, mixing humor with serious elements, a technique that some viewers are skeptical about.
I really can't understand this mindset that you can have different tones, that you can laugh, cry in a single form of art.
The cast includes many top stars and also notable Chicago faces. Father Michael Flager, a local priest and activist, served as Spike Lee's mentor during the production. He hopes the movie will call people to action and stop the violence.
It just left me angry that this reality is still going on in our city, in our country.
And I thank Spike and Father Michael Flager for introducing me to real people in the community and getting the opportunity to hear stories of pain.
It's a familiar story of violence in Chicago. Tyshawn Lee, just 9, was gunned down in an alleyway in the city's Auburn Gresham neighborhood. He was visiting his grandmother. Police say Lee was lured there. He was shot multiple times in the back.
I think the people who did this were very heartless, and they clearly weren't thinking about what they were doing because they killed a person's child.
Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy says Lee became a target because of his father's gang ties. McCarthy believes Lee's murder is an act of retaliation and an ongoing feud between rival gangs.
I think we need to address socioeconomic issues to get to the root of the problem. Otherwise, it's going to keep going on years to come.
Just steps from where Tyshawn Lee was killed, other children are coming to pay their respects, but are also fearing for their lives.
It makes me scared because not too long ago, it was shooting down on my block.
A reward of $50,000+ is offered for information leading to an arrest.